without further ado, let's go to challenge 3. So challenge three, bring it up, tee us up what the problem you're seeing here is.
Yeah. I think there's a big fear in the sort of mainstream market of people who want to get into Web3 and crypto in general around risk. Now that risk can take a lot of forms. If you're talking about DeFi specifically, the risk is it's a combination of like financial risks, financial strategy risk, and protocol risks, centralization risks, hacking. And I think that risk is really not well communicated to users yet. There are some examples of apps that are trying to sort of break it down into standardized language and simple vocabulary to express, hey, if you're going to start investing in this DeFi product, this is a list of risks and how bad it is. But overall, I think that's really something that's troublesome. Or at least that's friction for new entrants. The other is, I think, I think this is the thing that I think the purists and the mainstream advocates will argue about. But I just don't think that personal custody has a future, at least in its current form, where you have to manage your keys. You have to make sure that you do like triple backups. You have to make sure that to have sort of disaster contingency plans for if you lose or your keys that gets destroyed. There's just not a good simple set of best practices when it comes to personal custody.
Yeah,
and I'm a believer in personal custody. I think that's one of the big powers of Web3. I'm just not sure that it's simplified and clear enough for new entrants to be useful yet.
So for that backup, that backup experience or personal custody experience, do you think we should be seeing more options I'm just like, if you have an NFT, I'm gonna throw out a random one to start. Like, let's say you have a Bored Ape. Should the Bored Ape Yacht Club provide a service to holders saying, hey, we'll hold your ape in custody for you, safe, maybe for a charge? Or like, is that an evolution in this personal custody that you could see happening? Or is having the sole company handling custody maybe not the solution?
Well, I think more and more insurance services are going to start popping up, and I think they're going to be built in to the product, the services themselves. I think pure personal custody is going to be, for better or worse, a more marginal use case. I also think that we're going to build like tiered recovery and safety systems. So again, what I was talking earlier about wallets, right now it's like, okay, you either have cold wallets or you have hot wallets. I think what's going to happen eventually is the security of your wallet or custody system will be sort of a gradient, where if you want to unlock more, you'll have to add more security features.
Yeah.
I can imagine, for instance, having automatic hot wallets where for everyday small transactions, the threshold for recovery and threshold for signing is pretty low. But if you start to go up in balances or amounts of transactions, it just becomes like a higher threshold that you have to meet to.
That's an interesting idea. Yeah, I definitely hadn't thought of the tiered security system where, again, at Unstoppable, we are thinking about building a self-custody solution for NFT domains, because as we view these being your Web3 identity eventually, that would be an awful thing to lose in a scam or a hack or a phishing attempt, or maybe you just straight up forgot your password to your wallet. And so I could see some users opting in for that, but it's kind of you have two user groups. You have your core decentralization believers, and you have your new crypto entrants, and the products or experiences you build for them are oftentimes different. And I think that we're at an interesting point right now in this bear market, because the people who are here right now are the crypto believers, the hardcore crypto believers, and companies that are trying to survive through the bear market till the next bull run. You know, they might be needing to appease the people here today, but still thinking about the crypto newcomers of, you know, the next 18 to 24 months and the experiences that we need to think about for them too. And I think those can clash. So it'll be interesting to see how people make those decisions, even around custody and security.
You're listening to the Unstoppable Podcast, the go-to place for everyone to learn about the latest innovations in Web3, NFTs, and the decentralized web. Welcome to the metaverse.